Okay, enough with that. Let's continue the quest, which I named aptly. Surely nothing is gonna happen to Tribbie. Yeah, surely she's fine. I have to make some changes to the volume if are any issues,
Need
but
something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
yeah. Moments later in Tribbie's room.
Mama, I had a dream last night.
Oh, now what did you dream about, my darling Tribbios?
Okay, I already went
I had a
through
dream
this one
that I
before,
turned
so I'm
into
just gonna skip it.
bunnies.
If you want to see
The moon
it,
into a
then
ship.
check
I
out
made the
the
stars
last, I
into
think,
our
5 minutes of my previous stream. So
Mama.
there is that. Even though I still want to check out that big Tribbie.
Am I dreaming?
Also, I forgot, a part of me forgot her actual name is Tribbios, not Tribbie.
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side.
Ghost Mama.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too.
Okay, this part also.
Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to.
But
okay?
it's
My
short, so I'm just
Tribbios
gonna
is the
go again over it.
smartest girl. I'm sure you remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away.
Yeah,
I don't.
she is
remember.
way away.
Who am I looking for?
Your friends, who will chase the black tide away alongside you, of course.
Wasn't the? I remember that the end of that story was bad, wasn't it?
Use the spindle to
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful, optimistic, bold, and cautious. She'll be able to get everyone together.
That is Tribbie, isn't it?
Oh, that's amazing! Can I be the captain?
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my dear.
Wait, what? What is happening? What do you mean? Cheerful, optimistic. Is she talking about Aglaé? Aglaé? How? What part of her fits? Huh?
I think that person lives in a beautiful
Yep, it's Aglaé, but again, what part of her is optimistic and cheerful? I will see she's the exact opposite.
There's a noble girl there who's very smart, but also very delicate.
Delicate. I feel like we missed
Just
like
like
1000
Mama?
years of lore.
Perhaps. But before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can navigate it.
Oh yeah, at this point
could that
I
be?
stopped.
Let me think. I know! She's
Yes.
Tribbie.
Of course, she was
I
navigating
named this doll
those.
after myself?
That's not creepy at all.
I don't remember it all. Is this a dream? Or something that happened in the past?
I mean, it's obvious something from the past. Ask ma'am. Okay, this is where we left off.
That chest! You can't lock me away!
I'm gonna leave her there.
Learning
I'm
will
gonna
change
open
your
her last.
destiny.
When navigating at sea, you need to know both astronomy and geography.
Is this Castoris?
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Why are
Oh,
all the
sweetie.
dolls sounding like
The
Rian?
ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of Aquila.
Alright. Even though my brain is already super
Or
duper smart,
maybe it's Anaxa.
I'll still try my very best.
Circe's also favors children.
Yeah,
who try their
it's
best.
Anaxa. This is
They will
Anaxa.
send a wise scholar as everyone's teacher to help you reach
So
your dreams.
she already knew everything. This is a whole new thing to Mama knows best.
So I want to be the teacher's teacher.
Why not? But if you're going to be a teacher, You might need to tone down that hyper energy of yours.
Wait, this is how she's split in the 3 personalities.
Trinan can do it. She's well behaved and would make a great teacher.
Okay, yeah.
Mama and the others always said that I had a great memory.
This is how she was split in 3.
But now, I can't even tell if this is a memory or a dream.
So we have Anaxa confirmed and Aglaya together with Tribbie. And this one, I'm guessing, will be Mighty. Right? I think so. I got it. Let's free Trian.
Why is this doll inside a chest? It's holding a sword. Why?
Many years later, many brave warriors will board this ship. They're
Argo.
skilled combatants who fear no danger.
Ooh, I can learn how to fight too and protect everybody.
Silly girl. You're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight. There will be many others to protect you.
All right. Then where will they come from?
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village.
Oh, okay.
where
Those are
bulrushes
Paimon
flourish,
and Mighty.
while another comes from a magnificent royal city.
Technically,
Though
he
each
comes
has
from
their
a
own
sea.
troubles,
From the sea.
Both are
But
ready
hey.
to lend their strength for the ship's long voyage.
In that case, let Trian fight by their side. This way, they'll always stay on course.
So her mother already
How
knew
could I have
everything that
known
was
the
gonna
name
happen.
Trian back then. Was it just a coincidence, or?
Come, let's line them up.
I am scared they are gonna do something to Tribbie, but at the same time they did not kill anyone in Penacony, so I feel like there will be a happy ending.
Now, Tribbios, set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our song.
Music box? What's that?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it.
Wait, what? She invented the music box in Amphoreus?
Invented it? What does it do?
Oh, my lovely Tribbie. You're usually so bright. What's gotten into you today? Well, you might as well see for yourself. Put your good friends on it and see the wonders it can do.
Put the dolls on.
Place the dolls.
It's rotating. And I can hear something.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful music. Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite.
The spindle, the sword, and a manuscript, huh?
I don't remember.
It's
Every
all
Tribbie
right,
lost,
my
I think,
child.
makes her
I'll sing
lose her
along
memory.
to the tune, and it will help jog your memories. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raised their
Those are the
glasses in a
titans.
toast,
Also, what
beheld
kind of
by the 12
singing is this?
constellations.
She's just reading,
3
Of course.
carved the heavens and the earth.
speaking.
3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands. And 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too
Everything
unstirred,
is in 3.
hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole?
Castoris?
O great Kephale, all-knowing father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills unto the land,
Look at the pyramids.
converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
What the heck is that?
What's going on?
I saw this in some horror game.
Me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close. On the bloodied
Oh,
earth,
I got
the
chills.
living and dead, but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your
I got
maze
chills.
of
I
fate.
literally got chills.
What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fate's finger. What is the start? A voyage born in solitude. What is
What the heck is happening?
the spirit, lonely and subdued? Lonely and subdued. And subdued. And subdued. 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 Subdued.
This is cursed.
Subdued.
This is so cursed. Are they doing a horror movie?
Mama, what's going on?
The dolls are cursed.
Run! Tribbie, run! The black tide has arrived.
Oh my.
Can I go?
This was one of the most unsettling parts of... I don't even know how to call it. They really went all out on the horror aspect of it. It was like I was in some horror. What the? Okay, they got me. They got me good. Oh, now I'm expecting this, even though it's still as creepy as ever. Do you guys want to meet the Sparkle? You are fine, right? You are not gonna start moving. Legit, I'm a little concerned about going. Oh. That doll is legit possessed. They are floating.
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the...
What the?
Only one person can.
I know.
So,
It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
wait, so only Tribbie will survive or
Bid your farewells, Tribbie.
all of them?
Time is running out.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl. I will never leave you.
I don't know, this should be touching, but I am scared.
Remember this, Tribbie.
Is she a ghost? Is she possessing her? Okay.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
So only one
Since
of
your
the
mind is made
pairs will survive.
Then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphoreus.
Or is just I'm guessing just one pair will survive, because if everyone on Amphoreus but one dies, how are they gonna repopulate?
Parents, Tribbie.
Man. Applause. It was amazing. That was the best part of the story so far.
Still in a dream?
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dreams.
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
No.
Yeah, mine too. Mine too.
Our heart is still racing.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trina.
Yeah,
and you
no.
as well.
I wish.
If you want, I can pass through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Okay, it's
Maggie,
very
cut
protective.
it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding.
She seems
If I were
cute now
serious, I
compared to
wouldn't
that
have
and
waited until
Hermes.
now. Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
Oh, tell me
You
about it.
mean...
It's Trianne. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body.
Surely there will be a happy ending.
There isn't
She'll
much
revive
time
at the end.
left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role
Wait,
as
so
the
you are telling me
gatekeeper.
they could simply
Live out
give
her
up
days
on
as a
the
carefree
role to the
child.
next one? And
You have a point, Aggie, but
wait,
our
what?
decision has already been made on that matter.
What? So you are telling me that all this time I thought they have no power over who is the gatekeeper, and the previous one is to die for the next one to inherit it. But you are telling me they simply can pass it on from one to another. Then why couldn't they just pass it from the very start and not let any of her clones die?
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate.
We must protect
Once
her.
we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we are offered another possibility. We can choose how our branches will perish in a way
Oh
that
my,
is most beneficial to the
I believe
flame-chase
this,
journey.
every branch can flourish on its own, but this is
Compared with saying farewell to
macabre.
one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We have already agreed on this, right?
Can I
It will be
intervene
long
and
before I
object to this?
forget what sorrow tastes like.
So, what would you like for breakfast, Aggie?
What? Where did that come from?
Why the subject
After
change?
all this talking, we are feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now. Do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine. Leave it to us. You should rest for now. It won't take long, and we'll call you when it's done.
In that case, thank you.
Then, see you tomorrow, Aggie.
You have some messed up dreams.
Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous.
Are you sure that thing in the dream was really your mother?
Just as expected, another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully Orynyx will be willing to help us.
Can't Orynyx turn their time just to replenish their strength? There must be some way to replenish their magic. How are they doing it in Fate Grand Order?
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Ooh,
Oh, it's you.
that
No
can't be
way.
bothered about it.
Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true. I'm here to seek enlightenment, as always.
You two could be.
Could you
Wait,
please
Sue
teach
and
me
Kevin
everything you
met.
know
I
about
just,
the black-robed sword
it
master?
just flew past my head.
Rumors sure travel fast.
Wanna bet Final
Unfortunately,
is gonna
I,
backstab
too, know
Anaxa.
nothing about it.
Or Anaxa
I can
Final.
only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a great sword. At least,
One of the two.
it looks like a great sword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun.
Wait.
And a
Isn't that
peculiar
the
dagger
complete sun on
resembling
Finon's armor?
By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
Oh, I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched ID's Elysiae to the ground.
Imagine he is your
Killed
long-lost
everyone.
brother or maybe father or
Don't
something like
try
that.
to be a hero. No one in Akama stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power.
To be honest, Cersei
Even with
is
the god
not a
possessing me,
combat titan.
I couldn't
Let's
fight
get
against
the
that
mighty
blade.
with an Ikador to get that
That
guy
incredible
some...
power doesn't seem to be granted by any titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Amphoreus?
Is that like a guardians put by those that sealed the
It's
Amphoreus?
possible. Much like the Black Tide, no?
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must
The Black
overcome.
Tide is not because of the Stellaron.
We? Drop the pipe dream, Finon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
Again, they have some issue
Mere
with
presence
using
will endanger
third
the holy
person.
city and the
It's
flame
just
chase.
one.
You know that I don't believe.
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of a
From
Goliath
friend to
or
friend
Tribbie.
across the whole multiverse.
I
Help me.
just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
Are we gonna get to try an axe at some point?
What's
Trian.
wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what happened at the grove.
Somebody give her a hug.
Monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone in danger. Nightmare. I can't forget. Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here.
Hug
Didn't
her.
you save
Give
everyone
her
at the
a
sanctuary
hug.
gate, Trian? Trian threw it away. Far, far away. It's never coming back.
Yeah, we'll see about that in
Got back safe
3.2.
from the grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the flame chase journey can continue. Sorry, Trian feels a bit dizzy. Why are we here again? For the same thing, of course.
Can't you just transfer
Remember?
some energy from one to
Tomorrow,
the
we will
other?
reveal the prophecy's past to everyone. First, we
I
need to
forgot
restore
about
the
it.
memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone without hiding anything.
That truth seems unsettling.
Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan, Onyx, for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the lucid hour tomorrow.
They're so precious.
Oh, yes! Trian remembers now. Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan. Saffron? Huh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Onyx
Yeah,
empty-handed?
judging by the way we got received
Yes,
last time.
It's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that has experienced those days. And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her, and she really loved it. I see. It's like killing 3 birds with one
Okay, let's not
stone.
kill any bird, especially when you mentioned 3
It all
birds.
depends on whether Onyx is willing to help us. This could
Is that
be a
an
problem.
allusion for you?
After all, it was us who took the core flame from Yanis, from Onyx's kin. We will have to give it a try. If there's truly no other way, In our current state, we probably can't do anything to them.
Okay, Tribbie was ready for
We'll
some
cross that
action.
bridge when we get there.
Okay,
Leave
I
it to Trian. Trian knows how to play cute. In any case,
Yes, you
let's
do.
look for Saffron first. I hope there's still some left in the temple.
What
untouched by
the?
Nihilor's
So you are
soldiers.
telling me you are getting saffron from Oronix temple to give it as a gift to Oryx? Do you know that meme with the guy taking the flowers in front of the girl's home and
I
giving them
remember
to her?
that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars.
That's something along those lines.
Let's be on the lookout as we go.
Among the dying divine.
It's a dead end ahead.
What the heck? That's cursed.
Aggie?
I'm going the other way.
No.
I'm not touching that
It's an
stuff.
illusion.
Are they trying to scare us? Is this how Hoyo tries to go in a 16 plus?
Wow, this room is huge. Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Oryx? What are you two whispering about? Tribbie? Trinan?
She wasn't replaced, was she?
Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication.
Was she replaced?
Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar. Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there.
Safari.
Over here. Follow Trian. Trian, slow down.
Wait, how do I get there? Okay. How did she get there?
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
Okay. Are they gonna count us
It
one by one?
appeared again. Right here. I summon thee, Oryx. Stir up ripples of past reverie. Something's appeared. Wait, we should read it first.
To Mr. Welcome. For many years, the Amphoreus has relied on the rose myrtle to obtain the boon of the gods. We have spent 5 or 6 years now digging out its roots and cutting back its branches. Now this... Wait, what? Why do they do this? To service, but it still seeks to spread out its canopy and eclipse the Amphoreus from the glorious rays. We have a sacred plan to fell this tree. We just need to wait for the ceremony to make a small move and the rose myrtle will slip and fall into the abyss. There are more than a few cases who have lost their footing in its history. As for the next sacred tree, we are planning on selecting another puppet. As for the Rose Myrtle's daughter, Tribbius will call... What the heck? Who has now the... It's the priests. The Rose Myrtle is Tribbie's mother. They were abusing her. They were legit trying to silence her and control her, and they killed her. As for the next sacred tree, we're planning to select another puppet. In my eyes, I think it would be fine to just find an excuse to off Saffron. They were planning to murder Tribbie's mother, and why? However, the cult is trying on raising her to become the next sacred tree. She has undergone related education since she was a young girl, which will save a lot of work on our part. As for identity as the daughter of, she is still young and has not yet ground wings. If we can just keep her grounded, the power of the divine will remain. We born one of the Saffron's most outstanding properties that can be cooked in so many ways. No. What? This is the most messed up thing I ever heard. And Tribbie was protecting these pieces of...
Wait, this is a letter? It mentions something about Saffron and Tribbius. Isn't that name... Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here?
Oh my lord.
And how did Trian sense it?
She developed multiple personalities after they were trying to control the brainwashing.
Is it possible that we were already noticed by Oryx and entered their trial?
That's one way to turn somebody into a villain.
But why haven't they said a word? Oryx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose. Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
Separation and death are two sides. Reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Castoris is the least scary
Are
one,
these visions
funny enough.
also fragments of the past?
You are Oronix, aren't you?
Tribbie! Trinan! Look what I found! Is this the safari? Coming! We'll take a look. But Trian, there's nothing in here. What? It was right in the stolium. Huh? There's really nothing here. That can't be.
Was Tribbie hiding
swear
herself
I
from the
saw it.
priests in this vase or something like that?
I swear! Trian is telling the truth. It was right there. Where did it go? Trinan, Tribbie, why aren't you saying anything? Trian can't seem to hear you
Ooh.
at all.
She's the real one.
We were just lost in our thoughts. Don't worry, Trian. What you saw was likely, Yanna's hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could Oryx be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that?
I think Oronix does not want her to face her messed up past.
Something feels off. Tribbie, don't you think this temple is a little too
I mean, it's
quiet?
abandoned, right? Why
What
should
do you mean?
yeah.
It might just be an illusion. But Trinan
I
wonders...
guess there might be mobs, but hey, they removed some of them in
Is Oryx really putting us through a trial?
okay.
Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Oryx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away.
Heh. Maybe you would wish at the end of it that Oronix tossed you out. Wait, what? I can't open it? Why can't I open it? Okay. This? Alright, I did all that work for nothing. I need to go back now. Close it and let's go back. Now I get there and I see that there is something else that I need to activate. I feel like it's a lot smoother now, the transition. Is it just me? Like before there was like the 5-second cutscene until the area changed. But now there is no Oh.
Trinan, look at this.
Oh my! Possessed dolls! Possessed dolls everywhere.
Many of us now. Trian.
Wait, I'm stuck. I am stuck. How did I... Okay. I want to go back. Can I go? They blocked my way. They blocked my way. I can't go back. Wait, no. They left an opening. I am stuck. Let me through. I am too big. Let me change to Tribbie. can't fit. They are only dolls. Did anyone hear that?
It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? What's going on? Oryx disappeared?
The Black Tide eat Ornyx? Oh, okay, we have some flashbacks.
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide?
My bet
But
is he's a
also
Chrysos
hunting
hair
core
that
flames everywhere?
has gone a rogue.
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold
Or
core
maybe
flames.
it says that only
Second,
one will remain at the end. It
I'm
means
one of
that
its
one
targets.
will swallow all the core flames, right?
Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest.
You like
I
some
hypothesize
messed up
that the
things,
blade can
Anaxa.
sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me.
I mean, is that it because he's after the core flame or because Cersei was the biggest threat there?
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now.
Flame River.
If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets.
What is with Amphoreus and the obsession for
The
3?
first target is me. The second target is Oryx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the vortex of
So
Genesis.
he still will come for
where the core
Akuma.
flames are housed.
What was the point of
But
this?
I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored?
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila,
It is on the top of the
can
world.
you fly?
No, I can't. Why are you asking that?
Wait, it actually is on top of the world.
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
I wish to see. Then at that point, just let him have it.
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and...
Oh, I forgot. This guy is muted. Tribbie is missing. Abyss of Fate. Yada.
Oryx! Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog? Or...
Did he get swallowed by the... Wait, no, it's the river?
Tribbie.
Maybe the river.
We should leave.
But didn't Rian send him to the end of the world?
There's other people in it.
Oh, this is not honkaistarrail. This is some freaking horror game. I was not prepared for it.
What? Listen. Footsteps. Fast ones. 3,
Wait, there are more of them?
4 people coming this way. Come on. We need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us. Tribbie, Trinan, come check this out.
Okay, it's the river.
What's this?
It took Oryx core
Feels
flame.
like it's so familiar. Trinan,
Is that? Oh my! You don't hurt the little Tribbies. They are. Oh wait, no, they are not more. They are just copies of the same build. No, she's using the sentry gate again. Don't do this to us, Hoyo.
Tribbie? See you tomorrow.
No! Don't do this to us, Hoyo. Honestly, I did not care if Robin was to die, but I really got attached to Tribbie.
Where am I? Little Gray? Snowy? And... Wait,
Look at their
where's
faces.
Trian? Is she back?
We only saw the two of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Well, at the very least, we did not see Trian getting white right away, right? So maybe there is a chance.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trian.
What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trian...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
So she still has something. Trian, I have a bad feeling.
That you're both safe is already a blessing.
Shut up. We need all three of them.
Everyone, we must take action.
There is no
now.
Exodia with only
We should
4
split
pieces.
into 2 groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements, then search for Trian's whereabouts. The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame. I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Lord Finan! Lady Tribbie and Lady Trinan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Is this Nikador?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Finan, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
Ooh.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I have no
Healthy
intention
dose of
fighting
hate
alone.
does wonders for
That
motivation.
Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide.
You just need to
Chrysos
control
heirs must not take them lightly.
control your impulses.
I have indeed planned
That's
to
the
return
difference
to the
between
Holy City
humans and
discuss
animals.
the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement.
Trinan will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
If something happens to Trinon 2 after Trian, Hoyo, I'm gonna write a very angry Reddit.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Tribbie, let's go. We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Akuma is currently in grave danger.
I know.
Let's use
It's beyond
Anaxa
my
as bait.
imagination that the only 2 titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
I mean, why else would they hunt the Titans, right?
Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame?
Wait, what? Oh, she cares only about the core flame. Anaxa is forgotten.
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side.
That's me.
He is the key.
I knew it. Of course, it's gotta be me. I have a Stellaron. Can we pass it off as a core flame? Yeah.
We need your other companion too.
Wait, why?
Ma'am, do you mean me?
She's speaking! The ghosting is happening. Somebody get a fly swatter or what? Flamethrower or what would be needed to deal with,
I
man?
see. Fine, and that battlefield
Also,
you
isn't
mentioned-
Dan Heng like a demigod in terms of powers, the dragon stuff? He parted the sea.
Is it Castrum Cremnos?
Yes, I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with his companion during the battle with Nikador, and how they awakened Castrum Cremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again
Oh,
open a
we'll
passage
send
to the
him.
past
We'll send him in the
and lure
past, so
our
all
enemy
the
inside.
angry Kremnoans will gonna destroy him.
Then we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Akima. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape. It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength.
Yeah, I feel like Finon will screw it once face to face
Can
with
you
that
do
guy.
it, little one?
Wait, what? Didn't you learn to speak already? Enough with the sugar coating, okay? Just back off until you turn into a hot mommy. Really? Then I'm gonna make a wish.
Come on!
So you lied.
Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're
She
confident.
won't even fulfill my wish.
By the way, the council...
What are
Wait,
they
what? By the way, the Council of Elders.
By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Tribbie went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear
When do we deal with them?
that short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness and is making preparations for her next step.
Politicians, man, they
Ugly
ruin
side of humanity
everything.
is something we'll
Not
have to
even
deal
games
with
can get rid of
eventually.
them.
But that's a problem
Literally.
for another day. I've sent Casterus ahead to the council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under
Surrender
control
or
for the
you are
time
all
being.
gonna die.
Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go and retrieve the core flame. And in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders.
Of course. You may count on me to
What
lead the
was with that
charge.
black screen?
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan
You know,
once again.
the next
but
best thing they could do
Akima
to
is
make this
currently
story
beset
even
by
better,
enemies from within
change their
and
freaking
without.
expressions, give them more gestures.
The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision you make.
How do we guarantee my safety?
I'll be honest, we can't.
I can't, I don't like the plan.
But the Flame Reaver will have to step over my dead body if they wish to do you harm.
Yeah, it does not console me.
I may not be as masterful as Trian when it comes to the Century Gate, but even I can open a nice big gate if I have enough time.
As for whether we can take back the core flame,
Wait, so
That
you
will
are
be
telling
up
me
to
all
Anax's
3 of them
capabilities.
can open the Century Gate? What? I feel like they did their best to kill Trian just to make us feel sad. This is what it feels like. It feels like it was a pointless sacrifice.
Based on what I know of him, he can do
Like,
it.
I like... you know, there are some moments in Hollow Story where you think, if that character died, I would have been very sad, but at the same time, it would have made the story so much better. Xiao in the castle with his friend. Epic. Which one? What other one? I can't remember. Hutao during her event now for the new year would have been epic. I would have been extremely sad, but it would have been epic. This is not one of those situations, you know. Literally, they can simply have one of the other 3 open the Century Gate. They just try to kill Trianov. We reserve the right to...
Of course. Should you feel fatigued after our confrontation with the Flame Reaver, you are free to withdraw from the battlefield. We will find another way. We are grateful to you for your aid. And to the rest of you as well. Now, let us be off to begin the hunt. May Kethele sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with a different problem.
He has issues with
Don't
his
worry. That man
people.
would never miss out on this fight.
Hopefully, we need him the most. He's the best fighter, right? At the moment.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos.
Is he gonna take the trial?
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination is... turns out to be Castrum Kremnos.
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time.
Wait, what?
You can't afford
Mighty
to lose
doesn't
your
come
upcoming
with
battle
us.
either.
We are so screwed.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
No idea who's that one.
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways. Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but humdrum culture was like fetters around him.
Do we have a lesson in history?
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes, that is why he too faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles'
I
many
think that
ventures
the
beyond
end
the
was
mountain,
not pleasant.
he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news. The Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step,
Can they just, I
mountain
mean,
dwellers'
it
homes
might
were no
sound
longer
messed
safe.
up, But couldn't they just
Diocles quickly
start
returned
them,
to his
you
village to
know,
bring the news to his people.
encircle them
But
like the Romans did before,
Let me
or
guess.
the Chinese?
They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
that's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Diocles both angry and sad. But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Diocles
Let me guess. Let me guess. He killed all the elders, took charge, and got the mountain dwellers to safety.
He took the mountain dwellers' store of gemstones, traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountains.
That's a lot more extreme than me. Somehow.
That great fire marks the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the holy city.
Didn't they
Meanwhile,
become a slave
that mountain they once
because
lived
of
in
your
has turned into
people?
little more than foam inside the black tide.
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune. They...
Yeah.
They were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history. But that is Diocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Breaker.
He burned an entire
Why do you
mountain.
think that is? It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy.
I mean, that's a way to put it, right?
He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes.
Literally. There's no metaphor here.
Forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You are also planning to, but how do you do that with the Kremnoans?
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
Okay, I want to see what
I'll
this
be
guy
leaving
plans to
Alchema
do.
soon to fight the great darkness of this world. To shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield,
Okay, this is a
I
very
stand opposed to the flame chase.
big flag planted already.
Remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra.
What the heck?
That's my weak spot. And the only way to kill me.
I mean, I know they went with Achilles for my D, but 10th vertebra? That's so specific. Couldn't they have just said maybe, well, maybe the left shoulder? I see it's always armored for Mighty while he keeps the rest of his body naked. But 10th vertebra? What happens if he's like smooshed, you know? Doesn't that count?
You have my word.
I imagine Nikador must have this, like, pulverized him a few times during the fight.
Battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death.
Or even if that was not the case, isn't it just easier to just kill him normally?
If you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. And loudly call out the name of the new god.
Mighty is very cocky. Like, what? Did my screen freeze?
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can raise on his own.
Are we back in the past?
Let's hurry.
Terminus?
The battlefield is just ahead.
Okay, this is a new story. Nemesis scorched by the golden blood. And I think this is a good point to stop. Honestly, this is the first real point where I could stop. The stories are very connected between each other, let's say. Also, how many pulls I have? I have 24. And what is my pity? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, almost 60. So I am, well, 58. One more pull will not bring me to pity, but another one will guarantee me Tribbie. But I'm not planning to go for her Eidolon one. What I'm gonna do now is probably only pull for Castoris, because her talent, let's say, let's call it that, helps the entire account, and after that I am going full on saving mode for the freaking Fate Stay Night collab, okay? Full saving mode. If you are an F2P, I would advise you to do the same. But anyway, until next time, have a wonderful day and bye.